Did you know that what you eat can have a direct impact on how well your brain works? It's true. In fact, your brain starts shrinking after just a few years of eating certain foods. Shocking, right? Studies show that foods high in sugar, processed fats, and artificial additives can actually shrink your brain and slow down your thinking. And it's not just about your memory, your mood, focus, and mental clarity are all at risk. Here's a mind-blowing fact. Research has found that the average person consumes 70 grams of sugar every day, way above the safe limit. That's a lot of brain damage in the making. And that's just one of the hidden dangers lurking in your food. In this video, we'll uncover the 6 most common foods that are silently harming your brain. You'll discover how these everyday items are affecting your thinking, memory, and overall mental health. Don't worry, we've got solutions to help you take control of your brain's health, too. Stick with us, and you'll be shocked by what you learn. Chapter 1, The Silent Saboteurs, Sugar and Your Brain. We all know sugar tastes sweet, but did you know it might be secretly sabotaging your brain? Studies show that too much sugar can actually reduce brain function. One study from Harvard found that high sugar levels can impair memory and slow cognitive function. It's not just about weight gain, it's about how sugar affects your neurons. It changes the way your brain communicates, leading to slower thinking and even mood swings. Sugar spikes also cause inflammation in the brain, which can be a breeding ground for neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. You've probably heard of the sugar high, but the sugar crash is where things get tricky for your brain. That crash can lead to fatigue and mental fog. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day for women and 36 grams for men. But on average, Americans consume more than 70 grams daily. This overload is a big reason why brain function declines over time. Another surprising fact? Sugar can interfere with your ability to learn. In a study published in Frontiers in Behavioral Neuroscience, rats given high sugar diets performed poorly on memory tasks. It's like sugar is directly interfering with your brain's learning processes. But you don't have to cut sugar completely. Try replacing sugary drinks with water or herbal teas. Your brain will thank you for it, and it'll make a huge difference in your focus and overall mental health. Chapter 2, The Fat Trap, Processed Oils and Brain Fog. Not all fats are bad, but the wrong kind of fat can leave your brain in a fog. Processed oils, like soybean and canola oil, are common culprits. These oils contain omega-6 fatty acids, which, in excess, can cause inflammation in your brain. Chronic inflammation is a key factor in cognitive decline. A study in the Journal of Lipid Research found that a diet high in omega-6 and low in omega-3 fatty acids can shrink your brain's gray matter. This gray matter is essential for processing information, so less of it means a slower, less sharp brain. You might be thinking, I thought fats were good for me. It's true that healthy fats, like those in avocados and olive oil, can protect brain health. But processed oils? Not so much. These oils increase oxidative stress, which can damage neurons. In fact, people who consume a lot of processed oils tend to have higher levels of brain fog. This is a condition where your mind feels sluggish and cloudy, and it's hard to focus. It's like your brain is running through thick syrup. If you want to keep your brain clear and sharp, choose healthy fats. Olive oil, avocado, and nuts provide the good kind of fats that help with brain function. A small change in the fats you consume can lead to better focus and clarity in your daily life. Chapter 3, Addicted to Salt? How excess sodium shortens your brain's lifespan. That sprinkle of salt might not seem like a big deal, but too much sodium can shorten your brain's lifespan. The average American consumes about 3,400 milligrams of sodium daily, far above the recommended 2,300 milligrams. This excess sodium is causing major damage to the brain. Salt increases blood pressure, and high blood pressure is a major risk factor for stroke and dementia. A study from the Journal of Neuroscience showed that too much sodium could reduce blood flow to the brain, making it harder for your brain cells to get the oxygen they need. When blood pressure rises, it can cause tiny tears in the blood vessels, which affects your brain's ability to repair itself. Over time, this can lead to cognitive decline, poor memory, and even dementia. Interestingly, a lower sodium diet may improve cognitive performance. In a study by the American Journal of Hypertension, participants who reduced their salt intake saw improvements in memory and mental clarity. So, the less salt, the better for your brain. If you're craving something salty, try using herbs or spices to flavor your food instead. Your brain will be sharper, and your heart will thank you too. Remember, Moderation is key when it comes to sodium. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on keeping your brain sharp and healthy. Chapter 4, The Caffeine Craze. How your morning boost may be harming your mind. Caffeine gives you an energy boost, but it could be doing more harm than good when it comes to your brain. While a cup of coffee might wake you up, too much caffeine can cause anxiety, disrupt sleep, and hurt memory. Research from the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease shows that excessive caffeine can damage brain cells and increase the risk of dementia. Caffeine can overstimulate the brain, leading to short-term boosts in focus followed by long periods of mental exhaustion. The more often you rely on it, the harder it becomes for your brain to function without it. One interesting fact is that caffeine disrupts the sleep cycle, and poor sleep has a direct link to cognitive decline. Lack of sleep affects your ability to form new memories and can contribute to mental fog. If you're feeling sluggish, it might be the caffeine that's causing the problem. Switching to green tea or cutting back on coffee can give your brain the space to thrive without relying on stimulants. Another surprising effect of caffeine is its impact on the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for learning and memory. Too much caffeine can shrink this area, making it harder to remember things. To help your brain, try a gradual reduction in caffeine, and focus on natural energy sources like whole foods and proper hydration. Chapter 5, The Dark Side of Dairy. How milk and cheese may be slowing your brain. Dairy might be great for your bones, but it could be slowing down your brain. Many dairy products, especially cheese, contain high levels of saturated fats. These fats contribute to brain inflammation, which can interfere with memory and focus. The link between dairy and mental health isn't often discussed, but research suggests that dairy may have a negative impact on mood and brain function. A study in the Journal of Clinical Psychology showed that people who consumed dairy were more likely to experience depressive symptoms. One reason dairy could be harming your brain is the lactose. Some people have a sensitivity to lactose, which can cause inflammation in the gut. Since the gut and brain are closely connected, this inflammation can affect your mental clarity. If you've noticed brain fog after dairy, you're not alone. In fact, many people report feeling sluggish after consuming dairy products. You don't have to eliminate dairy completely, but reducing your intake could have a significant impact on how you feel mentally. Try plant-based alternatives like almond milk or coconut yogurt to see how your brain reacts. You might notice a clearer mind and better mood in just a few days. Chapter 6, The Hidden Danger in Your Favorite Snack. Artificial additives and brain damage. Your favorite snack might contain more than just salt and sugar. Many packaged foods are loaded with artificial additives like colors, preservatives, and sweeteners that can be harmful to your brain. A study from Environmental Health Perspectives found that these additives can contribute to brain toxicity and disrupt neurotransmitter balance. Artificial sweeteners, such as aspartame, are known to affect the brain's ability to process and retain information. In fact, some studies have linked aspartame to memory problems and cognitive decline. Food dyes like red 40 and yellow 5 are also connected to hyperactivity in children, and they might contribute to brain inflammation in adults too. This inflammation could be causing your brain to work less efficiently. One surprising fact, your favorite snacks might be loaded with hidden preservatives like BHA and BHT, which have been shown to affect brain function and memory. These chemicals can accumulate over time and cause long-term damage to your brain cells. It's not just the snacks that are the problem, it's the chemical load your brain has to process. The more additives you consume, the harder it becomes for your brain to stay sharp. If you want to protect your brain, choose whole foods over processed snacks. Instead of chips or candy, try nuts, fruits, or vegetables as a snack. Your brain will thank you, and you'll feel the difference in your mental clarity. Make sure to subscribe for more tips and keep your brain in top shape for years to come.